Alright guys, this is what I'm talking about here. Um, I compressed these two in the vise, these two edges in the vise, so that gap closes up. And then what you want to do is slam your vice grips in there, tighten that thing down as tight as you can so it doesn't kill you. And then let me grab, doing like two things at once here and then trying not to die. Loosen this up. So basically you have everything captured in there, but that leading edge profile is much tighter. So what I'll do is I'll shove the needle, the compressed end in to the carrier, and with my mini sledge hammer that back edge so it slides out of the vice grips and into the back. So I'm going to pause it here and get out of the car. Hopefully it doesn't explode and take my balls out. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to do this on camera just because it's going to be a pain in the dick holding this and hitting it with the hammer. But again, the leading edge, the edge that I compressed is going in first. And I'm just going to hit this back edge of the spring with a hammer and get it to go in there to seat. So it's actually really simple. It's just kind of weird and dangerous with this spring tension. So let me do this. I'll get it started to the point where it's not going to fly out, and then I'll put the camera back on. Alright, so once you get it hammered in there, I actually worked on the first try. You get it halfway in there, you'll pop the release on the vice grips and wiggle it out. And once you wiggle it out, tap it in a couple more times so it's not going to take your teeth out. And then you just go in there with something. If you can't reach with your hammer, just tap it in with something else, like a drift or like a screwdriver or something. I don't know, whatever you got. And let me get this thing fully seated. As you can see right now, it's not fully seated, it's still sticking out. That cross pin has to be able to go in through there. So let's take a look at, let me get this in and we'll go from there. Alright, so now this S-spring's back in. For the most part, everything's complete. I'm not going to put the cross pin and cross pin bolt in yet because I still have to put the axles back in and the C-clips. Once the C-clips are back on the axles, you can then slide that cross pin back in and that locks everything into place. However, I ordered some extended wheel studs, and I still got to hammer the old ones out and install the new ones and before I go ahead and put these axles back in. So that's pretty much how you do it. It's really not that big of a deal. I just wanted to make this video for a couple of my friends that asked me how to do it. I'll upload it, I'll edit it, I'll upload it, and if you have any questions, feel free to give me a text or a call or a message or whatever, but hopefully it's not too dicked. So there it is, Ford 8.8 Trac-Lok install. That's actually a Cobra center section and the carbon fiber friction surfaces in the Trac-Lok setup. So again, if you have any questions, leave a message or a comment and I will answer them appropriately if I can. Thanks guys, and I'll keep you posted on some more updates.